Dear student, today I am showing you the micrometer screw gauge. In this device, you see this will help you to measure the length up to an accuracy of 3 decimal place. In this case, you see the device. This is a U-shaped frame. Here this is a nut fixed on it, and there is a screw. This is fixed. This is permanent, and this is your rotating screw. This is your rotating screw, and this screw is fixed in this nut, and there is a main scale graduated here in millimeter, and in and this one is your circular scale graduated in only 100 division or 50 division depending upon various values of different micrometer instrument. Okay, these two, this is your main scale, this is your circular scale, and this part is your ratchet. Okay, suppose you want to find out the diameter, so you have to put the object here. Okay, you have to put in between this space so that you can measure the value. You have to keep the, if you want to find out the diameter, you have to put here. Okay, so the value of, after putting this here, you have to see the actual length of your main scale as well as the circular scale. Okay, now you see the data. You have seen that this device is a micrometer screw gauge. Now for this instrument also, like vernier, you have to find out the pitch. Here the pitch is determined by a formula, that is the distance moved by the thimble of main scale. So this is your thimble of main scale. Main scale is graduated here. When you are completing one rotation, what will happen? This screw proceed inward, or when you will move it anti-clockwise, this screw will coming outward. So here you have to place the object of which the diameter you want to measure. So there are two scale, one is main scale, another is your circular scale. So when you will put one complete revolution, then what will happen? This thread advance inward, and the distance moved by that can be calculated from this your main scale. Distance moved by thimble on main scale, divided by total number of complete revolution of the screw. Total number of complete rotation or revolution of the screw. In this way, you have calculated the pitch of the screw. Okay. Now for least count. Least count again, similar to that of your vernier caliper. Least count can be calculated in this case also. You have to divide the value of pitch. That means the value of your main scale division to your total number of circular scale division. CSD means circular scale division. Okay, by this ratio you can find out the least count of the device. So you see, this is another screw gauge, this is also one screw gauge. Here it has the capacity, it can measure up to 2 cm or 20 mm, and this small screw gauge has a capacity to measure a diameter up to 1 cm or 10 mm. So definitely here the circular scale is graduated in 100 division. In this device also circular scale is graduated 100 division, 0 to 100. Okay. So now this instrument is to be used for calculating the diameter. Okay, clear? So observed diameter, say diameter of a wire, or that is the diameter of a needle, whatever it may be, the observed diameter can be calculated by main scale reading plus least count into coinciding circular scale division. You see, when you are using this instrument for measuring the diameter, what you will see, suppose this is, you want to find out the diameter of this chalk. What will happen? You have to insert in between the stud and this thread and just tight it. Okay, you have seen the reading of your main scale. In this device, your main scale reading is, that is your 1.2 centimeter. This is your 1.2 centimeter. Plus, for least count, you have to find out the least count. Here pitch is your 1 millimeter. Pitch is your 1 millimeter and circular scale division is your 100. So the least count will be your 0.01. 0.01 millimeter is your least count, or in case of centimeter, this will be 0.001 centimeter. Okay, now least count is 0.001 centimeter into coinciding circular scale division. If we will see which division coincide with the baseline of your main scale, there is a line, thread like line is there from this point to end, up to end. So this baseline coincide with the circular scale at your 93 division. So here it is placed in 93 circular scale division. Then what will happen? You just multiply and add 1.2 centimeter plus this will be your 0.093 centimeter. When we will add this, it will be your 1.293 centimeter. So this is your observed value. Now again in this instrument also, here you see the diameter is calculated in 3 decimal places. So it will be more accurate than your vernier caliper. Okay. Now I have to remove it again. You see, just similar to that of your vernier caliper, the micrometer screw gauge also have the zero error, and this zero error came due to the wear and tear effect. Okay, here is also zero error. Okay, now our discussion will be to find out the zero error. Suppose this is your baseline. Okay, our first target is your to find positive zero error. Positive zero error. Okay, when you will say positive zero error, suppose in this case this is your baseline and this is your circular scale. Okay, if your zero of circular scale, if zero of your circular scale lies below the baseline. You see, this is your baseline and the circular scale 0 lies here. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Okay, so suppose the 0 of your circular scale lies below of the baseline. That means now this type of defect, when both the jaws touches each other and zero of circular scale lies below the baseline, then your error of that device is said to be positive error. And for positive error, you have to find out the error. For finding the error, you have to read which division of your circular scale coincide with the baseline. So coinciding circular scale division into least count, you have to multiply. So then you will get the error, measurement of your error. Now correction will be, since the error is your positive, so correction will be your negative. That means minus coinciding circular scale division into least count. As for example, if this device has the zero error, that means zero of circular lies below baseline. That means here the say 1, 2, 3, 4 division of circular scale coincide with the baseline. Then coinciding circular scale division is 4 division into least count is your 0.001 centimeter. So your error is minus 0.004 centimeter. Okay, so your corrected diameter will be observed diameter minus correction. In your example, just few minutes before, I have determined the diameter of your chalk as your 1 point diameter, observed diameter of your chalk is your 1.293 centimeter, and zero error is your positive, that is 0.004 centimeter. Then corrected diameter is your 1.293 minus 0.004 centimeter. So after subtraction, this is your 9, this is your 8, and then 2.1. This much will be the corrected diameter of the chalk when the error is your positive zero error. Now for negative zero error, you see, if zero of circular scale lies above the baseline, then the coinciding division must be in between 90 and 100. Okay, so say here in that case your error can be calculated by finding that here negative zero error will be your if the circular scale division is your 100, so total number of CSD minus coinciding circular scale division, then you have to multiply the least count. Okay, so here in this example, say 100 division is your total circular division and coinciding CST is say 93 and least count is 0.001 centimeter. Then you say 100 minus 93 is your 7 division, so 7 into 0.001 centimeter, so which is equal say 0.007 centimeter is your error. And since the correction is negative, since the error is your negative zero error, so correction will be positive. Okay. So in this case, correction will be positive. Correction for negative zero error is positive. That means you have to add it with your observed diameter. So corrected diameter can be calculated by observed diameter. Observed diameter plus correction. Okay, here observed diameter is your 1.293 centimeter and your error is your negative, so correction will be positive. Error is of value 0.07 centimeter. Then final answer will be so that is your 1.3 centimeter. By adding 0.007 with 1.293, it will be 1.3 centimeter, and this 20 will be out because that is on the extreme right. Okay, now you have got about the how to correct the positive zero error as well as negative zero error. So this much is enough for today. Okay, thank you. See you next day for your next video. Okay, bye.